going on, everybody? So I'm going to do another rod review for you guys this week. This will be the second week in a row that I've done a rod review. I got some pretty good feedback from you guys with the last one, so gave me some motivation to get this other one out. This week it's going to be on one of the Compre rods that I have, and I'll explain more about it when we get into it. So let's go ahead and do it. Alright guys, so here it is, the Shimano Compre graphite rod. You have the, it comes attached to the EVA on the reel seat, the Shimano limited lifetime warranty, CPC C76 MHC. Then you have the description card, Compre graphite rods, casting crankbait bass. You open it up. Talks a little bit about the rod. You can go ahead and pause it if you want to read it. Then we have the features: high modulus TC4 construction, crankbait specific actions, concept Fuji aluminum oxide guides, custom Shimano reel seat, no threads, custom shaped EVA handles, multi-purpose hook keeper, etch technique badge butt cap, limited lifetime over-the-counter replacement warranty. You know how I feel about that warranty. I think it's great. So a little bit about the TC4 construction. This is right off the Shimano website. It says Shimano has engineered the new responsive TC4 construction material to elevate your fishing experience. The TC4 construction material wraps a double inner layer of advanced dynamic T glass, T as in tiger, dynamic T glass, with an inner and outer spiral of high modulus graphite. This breakthrough in design construction results in an extremely durable, crisp, yet lightweight rod. So, go back to my notes here. Let's see. So we have the, like it already said, this is the crankbait version of the Compre, which is why it has the TC4. You have the same reel seat as on the Crucial review that I did. The only difference is it has this little bit of EVA between this upper part of the reel seat and between the blank here. I don't know why they did that on the Compre. They didn't do it on the Crucial. It's pretty much up against it. There's like a little metal ring on the Crucial, and on this one it has this little EVA foam in here. And then on the Claris rod, it's even thicker. The EVA portion that's in there is even thicker than this. So I don't really know why they do that. You can comment if you know why they do that, but it's beyond me. But the reel seat down here is exactly the same. It's EVA. You just turn it here, and this will push up and tighten your reel. So you stick your reel on there, and it'll just tighten right up when you put it on. We'll cruise down here to the butt cap. Show you what that looks like. Focus. So you can see it's a picture of a crankbait, a lipless crankbait. So just a nice little piece of detail that they put into the rod. It has the same design hook keeper as the Crucial. The blank is painted green. The green is supposed to match the Corrado reel. So and you have the Crucial that's supposed to match the Chronarch, and then you have the Claris that's supposed to match the Sitica. So this has that same dark green with all that flake in it. So it looks really, really nice out in the sun. Turn it around, it says Shimano CPC C76 MHC. It's a 7'6" length rod. It has a line weight of 10 to 20 pounds, a lure weight of 3/8 to 1 ounce, and a power of medium heavy and an action of medium fast, and IM9 graphite construction. So the difference between this one and the Crucial, as far as the blank, the modulus is, this is the intermediate modulus 9, and the other one is intermediate modulus 10. So, and then you have the guides. There are 9 plus 1, just like the Crucial. but these are the Fuji aluminum oxides. So the guides are a little bit thicker. So since they're thicker, they're a little bit heavier. And then they have the aluminum oxide rings. On this particular rod, because it is a medium heavy, but it's 7'6", just like the heavy version of the Crucial in the last video that I did, this first guide is larger than it's just something that will catch your eye when you pick up the rod, that this first guide meaning the furthest guide away from the tip, is larger, that the ring is larger than the other ones. So not a big deal, just something that I'd like to point out in the video. So about the action of the rod, because that is essentially what this rod is all about, since it's a crankbait rod, is this action, this medium fast action, and this TC4 construction that it says right here. You can see right there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It says TC4 construction right on it. Now this rod has a very, very stout, I guess you call it the buck section of the rod, but towards the reel seat, it's very, very stout and heavy, and not heavy by weight, but like heavy, like it is stout. It can handle a very big bait, like a Norman DD22 or a Bomber Fat-Free Shad 7 or 8. It can handle those big crankbaits, those big deep diving crankbaits that need to have a heavy power, or in this case a medium heavy power. This thing can handle it. Now when I think about a parabolic rod, which is what some people like when they're fishing treble hook lures, I think of a rod that has the flexibility that goes all the way down into the reel seat of the rod, meaning that the rod flexes all the way down here. This rod doesn't do that. I have a 6'8" version of this rod in a medium instead of a medium heavy, and that rod has a parabolic action, meaning that it flexes all the way down to the reel seat of the rod, and that one is a medium fast as well. This rod is a medium fast, but it only flexes in the upper third of the rod, maybe half of the rod, but upper third is a little bit fairer to say. However, this rod still has a very, very soft tip, and I'm going to show you guys some pictures with some moderate line pressure put on it, and you guys can compare it to the last video that I did, and it'll give you an idea of actually how soft the tip on this is. So it's actually very, very nice, and you can cast like a rattle bait. You can cast them a mile, 150, 200 feet easily, especially on a nice reel. So very, very nice rod. I enjoy fishing with this rod a lot, especially because it's 7'6". Some people might go with an 8-foot rod. I like to get a little bit more velocity on my rod when I'm casting it, and I feel like on an 8-foot rod. Now this is just me. You guys can have a different opinion, and I dig that. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, a 7'6", when I'm casting, I'd rather have that shorter, like the 7'6", so I can get a little bit of velocity on it. It's kind of the best of both worlds. I understand that having a longer rod will make you cast further, just by the fact that it's a longer rod. However, I can't get as much velocity on a longer rod as I can on a shorter one, so I went with the 7'6", and this is where we are. So 7'6". This rod is great. I really like it a lot. It's definitely priced very fair. If you're looking for a good rod and you're not looking to break the bank, Compres have never let me down, and they've always been a great bang for your buck rod. So check these things out, and I'll post some pictures, and stay tuned next week for my next lure review. Let me just make sure that I hit all of my notes on here. Let's see. Yep. All right, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll stay tuned next week. Thanks.